We're on to the 7th hour of Fallout 4. We're outside Green Tech Genetics with Piper, and we're ready to continue with the main storyline. However, our adventure does not begin here. Open up the map, and if you want an easier time of this mission where you don't have to fight the final boss, all you need to do is head back over to Sanctuary. Now, this is more beginner friendly, but if you're a veteran and you've decided you don't want to fight the last dude in Hunter Hunted, then this is just for you. Now, Mama Murphy has the bonus of giving you several, let's just say, buffs throughout the game, secret hints and whatnot. And you feed her chems, she feeds you information. Now, once you're back here, go over to resources and over to miscellaneous, and you'll want to set up a bell. Why are we doing this? Well, sometimes characters like to wander off, and in bigger settlements like Sanctuary, it can be hard to find them. Ring the bell, and they will all slowly start waddling their way over here. Now, Mama Murphy herself is usually in the main house over here. This is also a good point if you want to tell your companions to maybe enter your power armor suits that you've left around. Now, do remember, don't leave a fusion core in them. I just made that mistake. Take the fusion cores out of them. If you're not in survival, they don't weigh anything. Just set them somewhere if you are on survival, because they do weigh a ton. And you'll want to
I'm not the only person
put them in the workshop or something. If you don't, companions or settlers will jump into them periodically or when there is an attack. Now, as for Mama Murphy, there she is all the way down here. See, just by setting up that bell, we didn't have to go about looking for her. Now, let's have a quick chat. Now, this is the first time we've ever spoken to her. She has, I think, about 8 or 9 things that she can give you for quests throughout the game. Just like Kellogg's house that we had to go to. She can give you the key, for example. That's one of her benefits. So tell her that you used to live here. She'll say that the site can help you. Now, because we're already in Hunter Hunted, there's a very, very high chance that she's going to give me exactly what I need. So give her some jet, which we already have. You'll have probably picked up loads by this point.
I see you, the mighty hunter. But
and then she sees a man in a white outfit that says
Z247. Initialize factory reset. Authorization code Zeta 53 Kilo. Phew.
And with that, we have all we need to continue with Green Tech Genetics. Now, putting Piper into the power armor means she's going to take a lot more of a beating in this mission. And you're going to have to do a lot of fighting. While this thing that we did, speaking to Mama Murphy, will result in the final boss being pretty easy. You can still fight him if you want. But in this case, we're going to bounce straight back and into the location. Now that we're at Green Tech, we are ready to go. You don't need to worry about the corser signal anymore. We can just turn that off and head right on in. The story of this bit goes that a corser has basically rampaged through an army of gunners. Now, there's still enough gunners for you to fight, so we're going to get stuck right into them. If you need any ammo, grab it off them. Check this little machine here. There's normally, oh well, you could call it cherry. It had 3 quantums in it for me the last time. The luck of that machine was off the charts. Now, use VATs, your pistol, explosives, anything. Now, take it easy through here. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of fighting. Oh, yeah, that fighting is not you. It's the corser and gunners. But these gunners, they are a problem. Okay, I'm being a little aggressive. You don't need to be this aggressive. Always check your health. Don't let it drop too low. I normally would have a rifle and I would take them out from a distance. Oh. Who are you shooting at? Oh. Yeah, there's a couple of turrets in the higher levels. Taking them out now will save you a little bit of hassle later on. Now, there's a couple of rooms you can discover along the way. But there are just certain sequences in which the gunners will appear, and the idea is that you get to see that the corser is getting closer and closer to its objective while you're fighting through whatever gunners remain. And as you can see, sometimes you come back, get a little too overconfident. I would save after every instance in which you fight the gunners. Now, the main reason I didn't like chop that out and show you that I'm like an like an absolute god at this game is because I'm not. You can have hundreds to thousands of hours in this game and you can be a little reckless. It happens. I'm actually going to pull out Righteous Authority this time.
Send reinforcements to the lobby in case there are more.
Going to see if I've got some grenades. Molotov cocktail. We'll lob it over there. Right into those gunners. Second one for good measure. Take out this turret here. Boom, boom, boom. At this point, it wouldn't be a bad idea to start testing out some of your, let's just say, chems. So the best one to use for this case, Mad-X, get some damage resistance. Also, Psycho for extra damage.
How many are we dealing with?
Throwing our Molotov down this way. Boom. Straight in. Burning a few of the gunners. Not getting me this time. Be sure to take all of the ammo, chems, everything that you can off them. Sometimes one of these are a legendary. It's very frequent. Well, in my case, looks like it's not the case. Check in the bathrooms. You never know. You might get some goodies, mentats and the like. As for this bit, staircase is blocked, so we're gonna have to go into the right.
What? Let's go!
You can see the damage resistance is making us a lot more durable. Over to the left, some more up here. Now, this is the most deadly part. There's a gunner up there that will have a missile launcher. So, be very careful.
Hey.
I always send Piper out.
Grab that.
Not now, not
See if he had anything worth taking.
Send her out. She'll hopefully draw the attention of said gunner. There's also cryo mines on the ground. Take them out, preferably with your companion not too close. There's that gunner there with a missile launcher. I've died many, many times to them. But they only have about 3 shots. So once you take them out, or once they fire 3 shots, you'll be sweet. Just watch out to run straight across because the mines can be a big issue. This is another wee route you can take if you want to unlock that novice door. I tend to just take what I can off these people. Reload in between. Pop a stim pack. Our chems are still running, so this next bit should be pretty good.
Lock and load!
Another legendary tends to spawn in here at later levels. Or higher difficulties, as difficulty does affect the likelihood of a legendary enemy appearing.
Watch out. Wish it hadn't come to that.
And here the corser is still running ahead. They aren't actually fighting. It's more like an animation of weapon fire going off. I like to crouch
We don't have to do this.
as much as I can. Makes aiming a lot easier.
Better than expected.
Your companion will take on a lot of the heat for you.
Corser's after the girl. Anyone alive needs to get up to the top floor immediately. That's an order.
Now watch out. This laser tripwire. Want to disarm. You can get a wee grenade up here. Continue upstairs. Should be one more gunner in the next room.
What?
Take him out. Drop down here. They'll novice lock to an explosive box. If you ever see something labeled as an explosive box, it will guarantee have some weapons in it. In this case, some grenades. We'll actually swap over to grenades. At this point, it mightn't be a bad idea to also hotkey a Nuka-Cola Quantum. It has a massive boost of health regen and can get you out of a sticky spot. Look at my health by taking just one. You get a wee bit of rads, but listen, the rads are nothing to the amount of health you're going to gain. Throw a grenade up there. Just take out him. Crouch over. Take out this wee turret. Boom, boom. Watch out, there's another gunner up here. Oh, in this case, it is legendary. Okay. Mr. Legendary. See if I throw a wee grenade up to him. It did. Ooh. Learn your Cola Quantum if you're getting into any problems. See what legendary's got. A cunning metal. No, it's not too bad. 1 agility, 1 perception. Is it better than leather armor? Yes. Is 1 agility, 1 perception decent to have? Also, yes. Don't worry about waiting for your companion. This is a loading screen that'll take us up to the next level. Welcome back, Piper. Now it's time for me to make up for my combat earlier on. Continuing through.
Know the password. I'm telling the
You can hear this little bit.
I don't believe you are.
Zed 2 is a corser,
Please, no.
and he will start speaking to you as soon as you make it up these stairs. Ho ho!
The password. Now, are you?
He's interrogating these gunners who are not going to give him the password.
Get over here.
So he detects you. This is where you might want to drop a little save. Have a little chat to him.
Are you here for the synth?
So head him with the reset code, if you want.
Z247 initialize factory reset. Authorization code Zeta 53 Kilo.
How did you?
And he'll walk away and drop to the ground. Allowing you to get the corser chip. We are not going to do that. I'm going to kill him, and I'm going to show you the, well, probably one of the best ways to do it.
Come here. Are you here for the synth?
Hit him with a little sarcastic line.
I'm here to pick up an order. 2 large pepperoni and a calzone. Name is fuck you.
If you're not here for the synth, then
Running away from him will cause him to immediately go hostile, but that's okay, because underneath here is a mini nuke on the other side. You can pinch that. You might already have one, but there's a fat man up here. I maybe can't carry everything, but that's okay. Get the fat man and, well, find out where he is. Where's he sitting? Don't worry about the gunners. They're kind of just cannon fodder at this point. Where'd he go? I'm walking about here. If you're ever needing just like 20 extra carry weight, buff out's great for that. Huh. Oh, there he is. He didn't. He really ran away. I don't think I've ever experienced this. That's one thing about Fallout 4. There's always things that happen that you may never see in any other playthrough. In this case, this dude... Oh, there he is. One mini nuke with Psycho should kill him. Grab the corser chip. Doesn't matter which way you resolve it. It don't matter in the slightest. You can pick up his uniform. It provides a modest amount of damage resistance. More importantly, 1 endurance and a perception point. It weighs 15, so it's fairly heavy, but grabbing that off him is also too heavy. I don't really need the fat man. It's worth a lot, but it's also very heavy. Things you gotta, you know, weigh up. We'll drop the pistol and we'll continue going up. This starts the molecular level, which is the next part. Now, there is a little section to this that we forgot all about. You can release the synth that the gunners were fighting over. Whether they were going to ransom her or sell her or her importance is never very clear. You may encounter her later on in the game, but she doesn't have any other dialogue. Now, how do you let her out? A lot of people get stuck at this point and don't know where to go. Over here is the genetics password, which will allow you to open the terminal. I think it's a master lock anyway. Turn the elevator on. Well, you can also open here. She'll thank you for her services. You can kill her if you want, but it doesn't really matter. Just say,
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
I think I would have lost him too. Thanks. And before you...
She says she doesn't need your help. She was captured by the mercenaries. And that's pretty much all she wrote. Check the trunk here. You can go outside and get a nice view of the entire area, but we're just going to take the elevator back down to the lower level where we started. And here we are back on the lower level. You can go through and loot any of the bodies that you might have missed. You can always return to this area. It doesn't block off or anything. Though I do think a lot of the bodies do despawn, so that's something to bear in mind. At this point, a lot of options open up to us. Let's check out the map and, more importantly, the quests. Have the corser chip analyzed. Now, for this, there is only one faction you can go to, the Railroad, located, of course, at the Old North Church, where we had to meet Deacon, you can head straight over there. It doesn't matter if you did tradecraft, where we got the deliverer with Deacon. This skips tradecraft if you don't, need to. You don't need to do it. Tradecraft gets you into the headquarters before doing this quest, but if you already have the chip, you get straight into the headquarters and you can still do tradecraft alongside Deacon. Alternatively, it will actually send you to Good Neighbor to speak to Dr. Amari, and then you go through that route where she tells you to go meet the railroad. But again, we can skip all of that and go straight to the Old North Church. Let's go. Whether I've said this enough, can't go without saying, if you do give your companion something like a Fat Man, which Piper does have access to, if an enemy dies with a mini nuke nearby, she will go and pick it up. And she will use it. And you will be faced with that little dilemma.
Away.
In my case, I'm going to drop it. I'm going to do the old tried and true drop it.
Hey,
Tell her to pick it up.
take that weapon.
That's a plan.
And whether she's over encumbered or not, she will pick it up. Although in power armor, they do hold slightly more into the church. Same route as before, but just in case someone's watching ahead and they didn't see this wee bit, we can happily complete it for them. For all the remains of the catacombs. And in here.
And the new guy patched me up, put me on his
Now,
shoulder.
this is Deacon
blasted
talking
his way through
about
the rest of the
tradecraft and what
complex.
happened during that quest.
Everywhere.
Carry.
Amazing, right?
That's one word for
He
it.
kind of,
Deacon
you
told
know,
me you
talks you up.
single-handedly secured Carrington's prototype, disabled a minefield, and wiped out 100 Gen 1s. So is any of that true?
It doesn't matter if you go with it or not. Just say yep.
Every word he...
A full 100.
See?
I was
Piper
expecting
dislikes
Deacon
you
to have a
lying,
full
but
team, including
Deacon
Glory, to
loves
secure
that you did it.
prototype. But instead, just the two of you cleared.
So while
You'd be
Desdemona is
insane not to sign
amazed
him
that we
up,
did
Des.
this,
You've certainly made an
she will
impression on Deacon.
let you join the railroad now.
Welcome to the rail.
You can refuse to join, but there's really no disadvantage to doing it. Join them, do some of their quests. It only matters when you get to a certain point in the game, and it will tell you that if you do this, a faction will become your enemy permanently. I made the mistake when I first played Fallout 4 thinking, like, at this point, you join the railroad, that's it. No, you can join the Brotherhood, the railroad, the Institute, and the Minutemen, do all their quests, and only until the final one do the other teams hate you. It does have a few rather strange encounters of quests later on where enemies will not attack you through a quest because you're friendly with them. Only one or two instances of that, so it is worth considering if you're doing a hardcore, and I don't mean hardcore in terms of difficulty. If you're doing like all in with the railroad, then join them, don't join anyone else, and continue like that. Why not?
Glad to be aboard.
It seems.
Call me Fixer.
Fixer, you're but first.
That was picking
it's
a
time to
nickname.
move. The location of our HQ is one of our most tightly guarded secrets, so be careful coming in or out. You never can tell when you're being watched.
No worries, Desdemona. She'll introduce you to the team. Again, this will all be skipped if you have the corser chip. And now you'll have the ability to fast travel to and from the railroad HQ, which in itself is extremely good, because then you don't have to sit through multiple loading screens.
But it's safe, and we've taken precautions not to be surprised again. Things are chaotic right now, so there's plenty for you to do.
Glad to hear it. So she'll bring everyone over. She'll be busy if you go this route, so you'll have to let her introduce you to the team, and by that she just tells everyone to kind of surround. Let me tell you the main
Listen
characters
up,
that you want to deal with.
This is Fixer.
Carrington
He
will
did the
give you some
switchboard
quests.
with
Tinker
me.
Tom will give you
He's
a
full
continuous
agent
quest
effective
line.
immediately.
And
I'm counting
Pam
on
will
each
give
of
you the
to show
occasional
close.
quest.
Feel free to welcome him aboard. That is all.
Drummer Boy will come up and give you a wee bit of a heads up on quests.
Hey, Rook.
And then there's a couple of other agents that kind of walks about in glory, but they aren't involved in any of the quest lines. Carrington is always found either sleeping or over kind of tinkering in this little square. There's a weapons workbench, cooking stove, armor workbench, everything.
Newest agent.
They'll all be a little amazed by you
Sometimes
being
the
here.
direct approach
Desdemona.
has to take.
But let's just get
I
right
have a
into it.
report here. It reads more like a comic book.
Said that we took out Green Tech Genetics, which we did.
Yeah, that was me.
That's what the report says.
Uh-huh.
So why did you kill him?
Mm-hmm. I needed a corser chip. I need the code on it.
You have one of their chips? Follow me. Now.
This carries on to Tinker Tom.
It's a very delicate operation. A million things can go wrong. The least of which is losing the.
Now this cutscene can't be skipped.
We have the right man for the job.
Hey, Dad. You need something?
Tom, we got a corser chip.
Whoa! For real? Oh, man, it's been ages.
You've hit the jackpot with this. Hand over the chip. Let's see what's on it.
Uh-huh.
Right, at this point, you are faced with, I can keep it. Now, what I can tell you, if you're doing like a Brotherhood or Minuteman and you don't want the railroad here, at this point, you can kill everybody here. Nobody's essential. Can all go. If you decide that right, you'll need to take the code off Tinker Tom's body. I think you access that computer. Or this one. One of these two. And you can decode it yourself, not requiring them. If you're playing it for the first time, I recommend you don't do that. It hard locks you out of a lot of quests and the potential railroad ending. Or a Minuteman ending in which the railroad survive. So, don't do that. Is my recommendation. If you're a veteran and you didn't know you could do that and you don't really care for the railroad, wipe them all out. Why not? Here you go.
Here you go.
All right, Tom, make it happen.
All right, little corser chip.
Now, one thing I didn't realize is he actually puts the corser chip into the machine.
Right now makes things really dangerous.
Watch this. He plugs it in. I never, for some reason, I never noticed it.
Chip accessed. Just poke the analog connectors a little.
You can let him do that.
Oh man, don't crash.
If you need a bed while you're staying here, just go out the back, and one of these beds will be free. You can get a good sleep. Once you're part of the railroad, you can take everything. They have lots of ammo, lots of medical supplies, lots of junk lying around, so grab everything that you can.
Deacon's record is the best. You could learn a lot.
Over here is an awful lot of chems. So we've got Med-X, more ammo, Mentats, stim packs, Jet, Radaway, lots of stuff. Now, none of it respawns, so it's a one-time deal. And then if you need loads of ammo,
Need something?
Come on.
head over to here.
Show me that.
4 fusion cores, one of the best finds in the game.
We got the code. Let me load that onto the
They have a little firing range. That's about it.
There's more going on than you know. Trust me.
So now that you've got it, you kind of skip the dialogue. You don't really mind it. You can tinker with your power armor over here. And Pam is located here. That is the catacombs. Now, there is an alternative way out of here. If you're playing survival, back out where we slept,
Assume you're being watched.
you can go
Always.
through into the Railroad HQ escape tunnel, and that'll take you out an alternative route. We don't need to do that because now we have access to fast traveling to and from this spot because we didn't attack them. Head back to the rocky cave to give Virgil back the chip. That'll complete one of the main parts of the storyline and lead us on to a split decision where you get to go with one of the factions. Let's get right into Virgil's lab. This is an incredibly short conversation. Not too much happens and it's really just Virgil handing you over the schematics. The cool thing is when you return with his serum, the place changes a little.
Wasn't sure I'd see you again. You managed to get what you need?
I did indeed.
I have the code.
Suppose I shouldn't be surprised. You did get rid of Kellogg after all. How'd you manage to get it decoded?
Now, if you tell him the railroad, he'll be like, he doesn't like them, but it doesn't matter what way you go with this.
The railroad helped me.
Oh God, those kooks. I would have expected they'd be too busy trying to liberate vending machines. Sorry. You're not the only one who's been busy.
Right.
Be careful of fast skipping through dialogue.
Schematics
It can
for you.
get a bit
Wasn't
weird
easy.
sometimes.
These hands are ridiculous. Here's the simple explanation. You need to build a device that will hijack the signal the Institute uses to... You know the craziest part of the design? That classical music station. That's the carrier signal for the relay. All the data's on harmonic frequencies. I want to be clear that this isn't my area of expertise.
Just say no
I'm
problem.
sure it'll work.
For the record, I haven't made any promises, but if you can build this device...
I got it covered.
Good. It's my only hope. Now go
So he
on.
wants you to get the serum, and don't worry, once we get to the Institute, I will show you how to obtain the serum. As a quick side note, in his lab are some super mutant bracers. If you have Strong as a companion, he can equip those. Virgil sadly does not become one. Be sure to pick up the Tesla magazine while you're here for your energy weapons to do more critical damage. And if you're very careful, you can take the mini nuke. Now the best way to steal it
Don't you have work to be doing?
is just wander away with it. Up to here. Hide and steal. Boom. Let's get out of here. So our options are these. We can talk to the Railroad, talk to the Minutemen, or talk to the Brotherhood. Now, I want to be clear here. It doesn't make a difference. Doesn't matter who you build it with. All three of them are willing to help once you get to a certain point in their quest line. It makes no difference after you get in. It is purely for aesthetics. It's cosmetic. It's just for the story you want to go with. You want the Railroad, you want the Minutemen, you want the Brotherhood. It doesn't matter. You just need one of the three. Now, the Railroad will involve you talking to Preston and progressing the Minutemen storyline for a little bit. Same as the Railroad, you'll need to set up the Mercer safe house. Now, we will be doing all of that, but I want to go to the Budwin because I want to push the Brotherhood to the point that they want to build it for me, and then we'll make sure all three factions, I will show you what point you need to get to for them. So let's give the Brotherhood a bit of love today. So we're back on board, and this is exactly where we left off. We have to go and listen to Elder Maxon's address to the crew. Let's go. This bit opens up the Brotherhood storyline, explaining why they are here. He will then send you on to see Paladin dance, and we'll carry on with whatever they want us to do. Let's start with the talk.
The road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty.
Fun fact, I cosplayed him to the Fallout fan celebration in Nevada this year.
Facilitating
it was great.
In the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction. And most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose. And beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the synth. A robotic abomination of technology.
It didn't normally cut dialogue very quickly like this. The new update has wrecked a few things, so hopefully you won't encounter this.
That a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself.
Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam! I care about them, you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
You can say whatever you want to him. I can see that.
I can see that. They're playing with fire and we need to save them.
Exactly. I just hope we're here in time. I refuse to allow the mistakes of the past to be repeated.
Don't worry. I'm convinced.
Paladin Dance's reports were quite clear regarding your feelings toward the Brotherhood. And he concludes that you'd be an asset to us. Seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers, you couldn't get a better recommendation. And, befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle.
Mm-hmm. I'll do my best to live up to it.
I'm certain that you will. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Pridwin and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders.
Well,
so, we've been promoted, we've been given some power armor, and yeah, we've just got to speak to the crew. You can take everything at this point. There is nothing off the table. You want anything in these wooden crates, first aid, take it all. Absolutely everything. Go down here for even more crates of more supplies. Grenades, weapons, ammo, pick it all up. Now, how do we get to the next bit? Well, it's these ladders right here you'll want to use. Let's go. The interior of the Pudwin is much larger than the Railroad HQ, and in a way can be seen as slightly more complicated to navigate, but not to worry, I'm going to quickly explain it to you. So this over here is where Captain Kells sleeps. You can find his terminal. He never really goes here, he's always in the flight deck. This belongs to Elder Maxon. This is where he resides. You can read all the terminals, and there's lots of storylines going on between the crew. This is Paladin Dance's quarters. You will get it later on without spoiling anything.
Don't let Maxon's age fool you. He's a brilliant.
This is the doctor, Captain Cade, who will give you all the medical needs you need, as well as supplies. And here's Proctor Quinlan, and most importantly, the cat. Emmett is chilling here. You'll be talking to him later on. He'll give you some radiant quests that repeat. Paladin Dance is sitting in the mess hall. You can help yourself to absolutely everything lying around here.
Paladin Dance.
Did you see Diamond City? How did it go in the wasteland again?
He's impressive.
I was very impressed with him. He seems to know what's best for everyone.
Exactly. Without his determination, we'd be lost. I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking, bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
No problem, won't let you down, Dance.
Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute.
Sure.
In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship.
Right.
Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor.
Sounds good. Let's go.
Outstanding.
So, at this point, you get Dance as a companion. And you get him for as long as you don't do the next quest. I'll show you the point that you don't do with Dance, and you can keep him. You can level up his affinity and take him around the Commonwealth. Now, you can't max out Dance's affinity until a later storyline in the Brotherhood. So, you know, you can rank it up quite high, but not max. He's amazing. Honestly, he takes so much of a beating. His power armor never degrades, and he's got his trusty laser rifle. This dude, and any weapon you give him, he's a tank. Probably one of the best companions in the game for beginners to just brute force your way into any location, because he'll be down for a little bit, he'll get back up and get right back into the action. Now, Piper, we need to send somewhere. Again, if you hit B and you just cancel, she'll go back to public occurrences in Diamond City. As I said, I always send my companions to the Red Rocket truck stop, so I know that there's a place that I don't populate with settlers. And you really don't want to populate the Red Rocket truck stop, Abernathy Farm, and Sanctuary. Like these three, because they're so close together, can lag the game out. Don't think that's been fixed. Don't think it'll ever be really fixed. So my advice is populate Sanctuary, Abernathy Farm, and not Red Rocket truck stop, and you should be good. But send your companions there so you have a central space for them. Now Dance is with us. Piper will keep all the items on her, so you don't need to worry too much about that.
I can fix it.
Now, in here, we've got our suit of power armor.
I hide in plain sight. Got it.
One right here.
There it is.
The one that is not regarded as stealing. If it's red, don't hop into it. That's stealing. Hop into this one. If you hop into the red one, every single one of the Brotherhood are going to try and blow you to pieces. There's a weapons workbench, an armor workbench around the corner here.
Radiation sickness.
And if you need more supplies, we have Tegan, who's one of the people you need to speak to.
Dr. Tegan. End up with closed casket funerals.
Even though
Looks uncomfortable in there.
it's not.
So have a little chit
That's
chat
good
to
to
him.
know.
He'll
I'm
say
glad
that he's
you
basically
agree.
locked in there, but
Good news.
there is
I'm mostly
some
interested
benefits
in
to him.
weapons,
One, he
of
sends you
course.
on missions to bully settlements, and it's a radiant quest. You can keep doing them as long as there's settlements available. And he's also one of the best dealers in the game when it comes to buying and selling things.
You need it just involved and since after you're in the meantime.
So he'll say, come back later on, and you can use him as a pretty good vendor. Isn't that right, Dance? I don't know. I tend to always walk about with a flashlight because the lighting is sometimes a little iffy in places, and I like to see everything. Now, moving up to the second level, this is a character you don't even need to speak to, which is kind of sad. I don't know why they never want you to speak to Senior Scribe Naraya,
Give Proctor
but
Ingram my thanks for letting me borrow
always
you.
speak to her, because she'll give you a very easy
Feel
thing
free to have a
for
look at
earning
the
caps.
specimens, But,
Quite a collection you've got here.
well, if I...
talk to her, and she'll say that she's trying to crack the code at something.
Well, however,
I'm sold. If you're looking for someone to help, you can...
So she'll say that
No
she
problem.
needs help.
I'd be glad to help.
You offer your services.
All you have to... Hey.
And you'll be able to secure viable blood samples. Now, these weigh 0.1 and do add up after a while, but they're worth a lot of caps to her, so always return to the Quidwin with your viable blood samples, and you can give them to her. Also, little Easter egg, there is Nernroot, an experimental plant. It don't do all that much, and if you read the terminal on it, they made a really funky tea out of it. So,
justify the means when it comes to freeing the Commonwealth.
when it comes to walking around the top deck here, it's mainly just sleeping
I wasn't always
quarters.
a soldier.
That's,
Used to move around.
you know, Brotherhood doing push-ups and whatnot.
It doesn't matter.
Going back to this level in the power armor stations, you will find one of the main characters, Proctor Ingram.
Recruit I heard about.
Understood.
No.
Good.
Sounds like you're disappointed.
Have a chat to her. She lost her legs and is currently kind of welded into this power armor suit.
Sounds like you have a
Play.
She's the main engineer.
Actually, you seem...
She tells you to go get the power armor suit in Bay 3. Bay 3 over here. Didn't even realize that the bays all had numbers to them. There you go. And that's about it. You can tinker, fix, do whatever, take whatever you need to do up your power armor. And now we'll go speak with the other two crew members. This includes Captain Cade over here. Also, take everything that you can here.
Are you ready for your
Stim
medical?
packs.
Where are you going, Knight?
Oh.
You need to complete your medical exam.
He is wearing a unique piece of clothing. You don't see anyone else in the game wearing what he's wearing, which is kind of neat. You want to kill him for it?
Excuse me, Captain Cait.
Ah, you're back. Good. Are you ready?
Sure. Go right ahead.
All right.
So he'll ask you a bit of medical-related
There wasn't that
questions.
much radiation around before the bombs fell.
Before the bombs, you were a vault dweller?
Right.
You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Okay. Have you ever had or
Come into
Never been
contact?
seriously
Nope.
sick in my life.
Good.
Now this next
Third
one.
question. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
That happens often enough for you to have a question about it?
You'd be surprised how many wastelanders answer yes to them.
Don't think too
Fortunately, the
deeply into that
Brotherhood
one.
finds that type of behavior absolutely distasteful. Since you haven't spent too much time in the wasteland, I'll assume your answer.
Would you pull a trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood? No problem.
Nope. No problem whatsoever.
Excellent. You'll fit in quite well around here. Excellent. I see no reason. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
So yeah. He has first aid kits behind him. Lots of medical supplies just dotted about. Take everything. Everything.
I'd just leave that if I were you.
Why dance? Why would you leave meds? And last person is Proctor Quinlan.
You're finally here. Just
I think you're confusing me
He
with someone
thinks
else.
that you're someone else.
perhaps I need, since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting.
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew.
Ah, yes. You must be the new recruit.
He's kind of the
described in
bookworm of the
Cardinal
Brotherhood.
Lance's Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols, and unfortunately,
So you can help with technical documents and research patrols. Research patrols, he basically gives you a scribe, take her somewhere. It's a bit of a protect, take them to the location, protect them, come back. The technical documents are more important because every time you look into, filing cabinets or drawers, you may find a technical document that weighs nothing, but to Quinlan is worth a lot of caps. Pick that up and it'll be a very large source of caps for you in the mid to late game.
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
and if you wish to be in it,
So you can always go to him and ask to do the research patrols. You can do them over and over again. So medical supplies this dude, Tegan for all your other needs, and there's no real mess officer that you can speak to.
Captain Cait.
He just wants you to take whatever, so go behind and see if there's any supplies you need and cook up a storm. Now that you've done tour of duty and Dance has decided to run really fast, we can now exit back out. The way we came in. Sometimes you get quests where you have to defend settlements. In this case, it says the Red Rocket truck stop. Also, you might see that there's firing below, but don't worry, that's just Brotherhood, using that as target practice. The vertibird may accidentally spawn down there for some weird reason. It's a bit of a glitch, and they will kill it over and over again. You gotta love Fallout. It's so good things like this happen. Alright, so we have Mr. Maxon
Too busy
here.
to speak right now. Elder Maxon, I have a set of plans to build a signal interceptor to get me inside.
He won't
the
really
Institute.
care about
An
this.
intriguing proposal that I'll have to seriously consider. However, before I allow any of my soldiers to breach the Institute, careful preparations need to be made. In the meantime, I need you to follow my orders and remain patient.
Just say no problem.
I understand, Elder.
I know you're disappointed, but I need you to view this from my perspective. I'm not willing to risk the lives of my soldiers based solely on a set of crudely drawn plans. Give us time to validate the information you've discovered. Then when the time is right, I promise you, I'll do everything in my power to construct that device. You're dismissed, Knight.
So that dialogue shouldn't really happen unless you've got to this point. A lot of people have already completed this, so...
Excuse me, Elder Maxon.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Pridwin's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, brother?
Yes, Elder.
Good. Let's get right to it then. Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach.
Sure.
To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile. Understood?
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
It'll be up.
Now, use it to carry our message to dismissed.
So, you have access to a vertibird gunship that will take you over, and you will have a minigun to use to kill the behemoth and loads of other super mutants in this area. Alternatively, you can just walk over the bridge to it. It's up to you.
Get on that gunship.
Sometimes I prefer to walk over because maybe I don't have access to the heavy gunner and the minigun doesn't deal an awful lot of damage to a behemoth at times. So it's up to you, really, whichever one you want to do. Scrapper is a really important perk that you can use to scrap weapons and armor to get screws, aluminium, copper, and whatnot. And they're valuable resources, so I always tend to pick up Scrapper if I have access weapons. Now, for you, however, go and look at your weapons. Rifleman being upgraded is a great thing to level 3. Maybe you want to start putting points into commando because you're swapping over to automatic weapons. Maybe ammo is just not something you ever want to use, so you decide big leagues is where you want to focus and you want to go back more to melee. Now, at this point, it may be worth considering dropping a point into gun nut or armorer, depending on whether you want to upgrade your armor or not. For me, I will choose... You could also throw in Mysterious Stranger. That's a decent one. The ones I would say no to are Awareness. Unless you're very VAT dependent, I wouldn't really ever take it. Though I suppose in the first time, it can show you a target's specific damage resistances. So, you know, you can see what weapons deal more to certain enemies. I don't min-max that hard. I just kind of use whatever weapon I have at the time versus versus any enemy. But if you want to have a wee check on that, why not? If you find yourself down a lot, Life Giver gives you 20 health. Some people never take it, just get endurance boosting items. But we had a lot of choices. I should have actually put it in the bloody mess the more I think about it, but it's all good. So, now we've got Show No Mercy, which is our next one, or Boston After Dark. Now, that involved giving Carrington his prototype to get the next quest for the railroad. Now, doing this one will mean that we lose Dance as a companion for a bit. I don't really want that just yet. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go over to Hubris Comics. Now, why are we here? Well, one of the most requested things of this series is how to get all of the companions. So I've decided that in every other episode, I'm going to sprinkle in getting another one. There aren't too many in the game, but this one is the super mutant that I spoke about in a previous episode. So we're going to take on Trinity Tower. Now, the reason I feel confident enough to do this is because we have Dance behind us. And we've also got Righteous Authority. So now, with super mutants at this level, you're going to want to let Dance take the lead as much as he can.
Another human come to rescue Wrath! He is weak, kill him!
Righteous Authority energy weapons are fantastic at killing super mutants, and because of our extra point in the rifleman, we are so ready to go.
You're the weakest of us. It only makes us stronger.
Fist is gonna taunt you the whole way.
One puny human. They are less than nothing.
Again, just to show you on the map where we are, Trinity Tower is located right here in the center of the downtown area, near the Boston Library and Hubris Comics. Well, welcome back, Dan.
You fight well for a human. Now die like one.
Now we want up to the next level to take the elevator.
Anything useful?
Super Mutant Hound meat is amazing because it removes rads like Radaway and gives you a health boost. So take as much of the meat and cook it later on. Nothing beats stim packs, but you know.
Time to die!
He had some armor, so he didn't go down quite as easy.
We've got company.
I'm crouched just to keep the recoil low. Remember to keep saving for this one. Skirmishes are slightly tougher. And at the level we're at, level 20, there shouldn't be too many dangerous ones. You come here at a much later level, it's harder to get strong. Now, you don't need to go down here, but I do want to show you something I didn't know in thousands of hours worth. This was actually the Sugar Bombs marketing team that you can find here. A little cool nod.
No mercy.
Okay, so let's orientate ourselves back to the room that we came through from the bathrooms. You can follow the little arrow up here. Take you up the next level.
Goodbye, human.
You might want to throw in a wee grenade just to clear this out. Big cover! Boom.
Weapons cold.
He's down. This next section will take you up to the roof where the real fight begins. This bit is...
Who's there?
Yeah, there's a lot more super mutants. Right above us, too. They could come from any direction, so...
You hear? You hear? Stop hiding.
Reload and be ready to fight. Aha!
Someone there.
There they are above us. They made the mistake of running towards us. One of them does have a minigun, so that's what we're mostly looking out for. Staircase continues upwards. Do not be afraid to let Dan's take point in this one. Or if you still have Piper in power armor, she can do the same. Oh, there's Fist. Now, if he's got a skull next to his name, that ain't good. That ain't good at all. Try and bounce a grenade into him. Headshots are perfect. We got him. Ladies and gentlemen, he is down for the count. Minigun obtained. You can get the cell key. Super mutant heavy armor that you want to pick up if you want to pass it over to Strong. He can't wear power armor, you see, or any armor. So the only thing you can give him are like the bracers from Virgil's laboratory. There's helmets you can find. There's a helmet, I believe, at the Western Water Treatment Plant, and the heavy armor here. So equip him if you are going to use him a lot.
Come back! Don't leave me here!
Now that we've rescued Rex and Strong, you can read his Macbeth's script if you want. Grab the melee bobblehead to get more critical damage to your melee weapons.
Find you! Go to it! Kill you! Fast, humans! This is what death looks like up close!
They're going to be reinforced with a few more super mutants. Don't let them get a full volley off right to you. And take care. They may pick up the minigun if you leave it there, because there is ammo in it. So that is something to always bear in mind. And now
So
the
that
journey
whole
down.
Milk of human kindness thing, that's from Macbeth. I thought I
Don't worry,
could
Dan will
civilize these
join us in a
savages
second.
by
You
teaching to them.
You need to
Strong here
continue
believes it
through
is
this
the
to complete the
secret
quest.
human power.
So you have to do the elevator sequence.
To help them find
Super mutants will start attacking you on multiple levels, so be careful.
I shall.
Still got enough ammo to get through this bit.
Quoting from the bard. Good night.
Stupid noises.
Good night.
Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Careful,
Our
human.
doubts are traitors.
Rather's good at
and make us
smashing
lose the
too.
good we oft might win by fearing to attempt. So why?
Ooh, skirmisher.
They say
It does
do
keep
never
moving, so you
live
don't have to kill them. Survivability is the best thing for this.
Let me embrace the sour adversity, for wise men say
You
it
can
is
also
the
get a good look
wisest course.
over Boston. It's late in the evening, raining, so not the best for you, but
Stopping. Why is it stopping? We're all going to die, aren't we?
might get by them.
Going to slaughter you! I wipe you from the face of the earth! Time to die! Fighting human.
This is a very tough battle solo. Can be done. Strong will do a lot of the fighting for you. And don't worry, they will teleport onto the elevator at any point. Come on, who's next? You'll find all your companions, they have likes and dislikes, and they love and hate certain things. Strong's a weird one. He tends to hate nearly everything unless you're being really evil, which he's pretty happy about it. Now that is a super mutant enforcer. You can see from the skull, he's dealing a lot more damage than your average super mutant. And is probably the most deadly one you'll encounter outside of Fist himself. Don't be afraid to use Maddox and Psycho.
The valiant never taste of death once.
I believe this is us. Yep, right at the bottom. And I'll tell you exactly what happens to these two individuals. And depending on whether you're a female or male, Rex will give you a different thing. If you're playing a female, you get a lovely dress. And then if you're playing a male, you get Reginald's suit. I think the female one's called Agatha's dress, perhaps.
Oh, ears play tricks on me again. Ears play tricks on me again. Hearing stuff. That sound, what is it?
Okay, get the whole way down here, and we should wait for the two of them to catch up. There is Rex. Let's have a chat.
Rex.
He'll thank you for the rescue.
Welcome.
You can say you're welcome, and he will give you the suit. Or the dress. You can't get the dress unless you're female, so, you know, you'll probably never see it. This is the suit in question. Gives you +3 charisma, which is crazy. Reginald's suit. Nothing. There ain't too many things in the game that give you that high stat of anything. So get Reginald's suit, and all of a sudden, bartering is going to be super easy. And passing speech checks. It just won't offer you that much damage, but considering Reginald's suit, I believe only weighs 3, you may as well carry it around. So he will return over to the WRVR broadcast station. You'll be able to tune in and have a little listen to Rex Goodman. As for this dude,
go find milk of human kindness with Strong.
He wants to find the milk of human kindness.
Yes, I'll honor.
Good. Human helps.
Sure.
Strong.
Why you'd choose to travel with this mutant is beyond me.
Metal Man makes Strong man.
Right, so Dance will go back to the Pudwin, right? And the reason you want to do this is so you can talk to Dance again.
Ready to continue our mission, soldier?
Ready.
Roger that.
Someday.
That's never gonna happen, mutant.
Yeah, when you swap between companions, they sometimes have a little quip to one another. Now, Strong, I'm going to send to the Red Rocket truck stop. Otherwise, he will just stand here. Like, he will stand here, and if you tell him that you don't want to send him anywhere, he will come back to Trinity Tower and just stand right there. So if you ever need him, or maybe you rescued him and can't find him again, he may just be there. Now that we have Dance again, I'm actually going to go and just grab the next companion who's not that far away. We're going to grab Cait, the Irish gal that everyone loves. She loves fighting. She has a really emotional storyline. And oh, I have just walked into a little base of raiders. Oh. Not good. Careful when you're walking about. You never know when you might just walk into a raider camp. There's even more raiders around here, so... Get to this point. You see the theater. There's a couple of raiders around here.
There you
Surprise them. I've been in Vegas for the past week, so you can understand why my aim is a little off at times. This is somewhere that you can kill Swan from. You know, if you take a load of Psycho and whatnot, you could kill him from here. I'm not going to do that just yet, but it is an option for you, and I've done it in a few runs. Very safe area to do so. We've now arrived at the combat zone. I don't believe we've been here before, so let's go on in. This place was meant to reopen and be an arena, but unfortunately it never really turned out that way, and development of it was kind of scrapped. So all it really serves at this point is a raider den.
What the? He ain't supposed to be in here.
With a lot of raiders. So I'm running low on ammo, but that's okay because it's raiders. We can swap back over to the deliverer Molotov cocktails. Very effective weapons against such enemies.
Found you.
Plus we have Dance, so heal up and let Dance do the heavy lifting. Or get your hands dirty.
Not getting past me.
Always suspected they'd look better that way.
There's a mini nuke up here sitting on a seat.
Dangerous one.
Pin them down.
This will allow you to have a good bit of cover as you're taking out all the other raiders.
Nice try.
Careful of them throwing some explosives your way. Hello. Goodbye. Yeah, you and Dance and low-level raiders.
Not bad.
Easy.
Drop dead.
Loot their bodies. Do not forget. And you have to kill all of them to get the dialogue options.
We don't want any trouble.
Now we can talk to Tommy and
Not
Kate.
anymore, at least.
Oh, just peek your head up.
Is it over?
This is positively
that could have gone
worse. Has mankind
I
truly
dunno.
fallen this
Seemed
far?
quite the performance from where I was standing.
Are you fucking high or something?
Right.
Was still winning the fight, wasn't I?
You're strung out and getting sloppy, is what you are. Of course, I suppose you ain't got to worry about that now. Seems this one just put us out of business. I'm not sure if I should kiss you or have my little bird here feed you your own entrails.
Okay, so this is the person you want to be your companion, and this is technically her manager. He was running some sort of raider arena where she was fighting the raiders for entertainment, making good caps off it. So you can say whether he's out of business or not. You just say, I assumed you were in trouble.
I'm sorry. It just seemed like you guys might be in trouble.
Trouble? Nah. But keeping those idiots entertained was what kept the lights on.
To hell with them. More'll come.
Oh, breather. What? You caught the end of that bout. What'd you think of Kate's work?
Kate's work. She's talented.
She's clearly talented.
See? At least someone knows skill when they see it.
It ain't your fighting skills I'm concerned with. So here's my predicament. I suddenly got no audience. And if you ain't bringing in caps, little bird, you ain't an asset. You're a liability. So, here's what I'm thinking. What say I let you take over her contract? Look, you'd be doing me a favor.
Me? And him?
Sure. I could use someone watching my back.
Good. It's settled then. And here, take this.
Now just wait a second.
You don't need to worry about me. I'll get this place set up right. You ain't welcome anymore, little bird. You don't have to tell me.
I guess you just come find me then when you want to head out.
So now she'll be an option as a companion. She'll hang around here, but again,
Hey,
I'll do the
Kate.
same thing.
So, you're ready to head out?
Say, yep.
Ready.
About time I got out of this place.
Just make sure you keep our mutual friend safe.
Yeah, take a hike, Dance. This calls for a lady's touch.
So, Dance again, I'll send him back to the Budwin. And,
Need something?
Paladin.
Ready to continue our mission, soldier?
Yep.
Ready.
Roger that.
There's nothing quite like the smell of power armor grease and testosterone.
The aroma is rather pungent.
I love their dialogues. Send her to the Red Rocket Station. We have now collected 2 companions in quick succession, which is pretty good. So we have Piper, Dance, we have Strong, and we have Kate there. There's a couple of others down the line that you'll be picking up. Deacon, of course, is a companion, and he's available over on the Railroad HQ. He hangs about there. He can also be sent to the Red Rocket truck stop. Dance can be taken to the Railroad HQ, and you can take Deacon to the Pwidwin. So no faction hates one another. Now, there is one called X6. He is not welcome on the Pwidwin or any Brotherhood personnel. He will be shot at on sight. Now, he doesn't come into the game till later on, but him and there's only one other companion, and that is Dance, who at some point will not be welcomed in a certain faction's headquarters. But for now, all of the companions available up to this point in the game are welcome in every other faction's base. The other one that we will have to pick up is Curie. She is available over here in a vault. There's a pretty beefy quest line for getting her, so I won't do that till later on, as it's not an essential part of our current missions. So, in the next one, we will be dealing with the Railroad and the Minutemen's quest, getting them all up to the point where they will build the array for me. That is what I want to get to. So I will see you all in the next episode. Thank you so much for watching.